Is it good volume? Not too loud, right? Hey, David Gaskin. Welcome to Self Serve Sunday, everybody. Please share the live while you're coming in. Hey, Yizzreal. Yeah, I can keep playing, or
Muna. Sorry, I was like, it's so hard for me to press buttons. These freaking things
while
are
you're
like,
like,
oh, sorry. Oh
hey.
my dear. Here we
Hey
go.
there.
Hi, yes.
Hey, what's up? What's up with you?
Oh, nothing. We just started a little bit late. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
Hey. How are
How's
you
everybody
doing?
doing though? Hey, life is good. I can't complain.
I'm
That's
feeling
good.
me some light. I had an early morning mental cleansing, so
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm
I
good.
see the soundboard going on.
Hmm.
Yes,
Mhm.
indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and share the live real quick.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'll do that.
Muna, did you have a self-care tip of the week that you wanted to share?
Yeah. Well, just as I'm not even sure which one, but as a piece of advice, like I heard a broadcaster say this, like in regards to something that she went through,
Hmm.
where somebody had, I guess, done something that kind of interrupted her plans to
Hmm.
work in a certain place, location she had in mind.
Hmm.
But she met up with that person. I mean, she continued doing what she had to do, but then that person was like, "Oh, you're still doing this?" And the girl was just like, "Yeah, I mean, you were never part of the plan. You were part of my story, but not the plan, you know?" So it's like, really to use situations like that when shit just feels like it's going wrong, like, you know what, this is the story, not the plan. It really stuck with me. I even wrote it down. So I'm like, you know what? That's a good advice because sometimes people can, sway you. Things can sway you, but it's like, you know what? It's the story, not the plan. Because the girl really thought that her actions was just gonna ruin her plans to do what she wanted to do in like the hair business. It's like, nah, boo boo. So
Wow.
like, yeah, it was a broadcaster here. I think her name is Pretty Yet.
Hmm.
She's here. I'm like, okay, I like that.
I'm feeling that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good message in light of like energies and things. So
Exactly.
thank you so much for sharing that. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, mine is just again taking care of your mind because that's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Um, anything can happen at any time, and it's really important that in those moments we take care of our mind first and foremost. What's up, Ashanti? Hey, 24. Hey, T. So that's a thing. Oh, sorry, guys.
And that
I
is all. Yep. Take
I
care of that
have to
mind.
get my notebook because I failed to take notes last week. Hey, Roman, Ashanti, are you coming up? Oops! Oh my God, I just sent that to the wrong person. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, and
Grand Rising.
hold on. I put it on speak mode because I didn't know.
How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Yes. Hi, yes. What's up?
Oh, I
He's
think
camped
he's
out
still
for something.
alive.
I got 102 shares. I'm still going.
Oh,
Peace and
okay.
light. How you feeling?
You don't know? Okay. He
That's
Yeah.
said
good.
he got my follow list, so it was kind of short.
It's hard for me to share with these
Use
people.
Let's Go Tactical.
Let me just say, like, so I decided to be cute for a second and get my nails done. I'm thoroughly regretting it. It is
Wow.
so easy to hit these stupid nails on things, and they will take your whole finger with you. You're like,
How long did you get them?
hi, Native. Oh, should I open up the box, Native? Let me know what's coming up. I'll open up the thing. Yeah. So one tie on by a thread, I hit it. I
Let me
hit
see
one
how long they
stick.
are.
One guy.
Oh, and I want to guess the little ones too, so maybe I'll just try it anyways. And
No, yeah, try it, but just do it shorter. My nails are growing out so fast that I'm
Mhm.
over it. But
Okay,
I'm gonna try to take them off after this live.
okay. So
'Cause,
that's what
my
I'm
God,
tea. I'm
I
about to make
can't.
well, I'm about to make some Thai. I have a ginger and turmeric, but this is packed. It's not loose. Sorry.
Okay, okay, that's good. Ginger and turmeric. Just listening. Okay, okay. I'll see you to you too.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh no, because that one wasn't actually here, but the one that I have is even better. The moringa one, moringa and turmeric.
Moringa and
Yesterday,
turmeric.
yesterday I think I made hydrangea root, slippery elm in the bark, and I think the last one was forgot the last one I put in there. Parsley. Put it all that together.
Okay,
Ooh.
okay.
So you like just like toss the raw ingredients in there together, right?
In the herb form, like herb
Hmm.
form.
You're right.
The herb parsley, the herb slippery elm in the bark, and
Slippery elm is my next one to explore. Oh,
yeah, it's
see,
really really good.
yeah, because it's so good. I know I wanted to originally. I got introduced to it in because of hair. I like just hair stuff.
hmm
Good for that to moisturize your hair, but at the same time, I'm learning that's actually good for other things too.
Yeah, usually for digestive and like colds or viruses, parasitics, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
All right, so I feel like I'm done right now. Done sharing, done sharing.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
we got
found the
native in the
box,
building,
Native.
Maybe if you wanted to come
humanize
up,
in the building.
or she can open up the box.
He said he's listening.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. So first and foremost, I want to give a warm welcome to everybody that's tuning in. Today's broadcast is about self-service.
Mhm.
And when I hear that word, it just reminds me of like, work on your own salvation. It's a lot of things we do in life when it comes to self-service, but it's a lot of things we do for everybody else. A lot of people looking out for everybody else besides looking out for themselves. A lot of people getting in relationships but not having a relationship with themselves. So I feel like getting balance within yourself so we can bring balance in the world, that's the first step to cleansing. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world like coronavirus, people dying, chemotherapy, chemtrails in the air, GMOs in the food. And this is a time of the awakening where we're coming together, learning more about our culture, more about the tribes we come from, more about the correct meal plans, the type of herbs we should be taking in, even down to the correct soap, down to the correct toothpaste. It's so many things we got to implement dealing with the condition we're in today to help us out. So, big question is, what is the best solution that can get our people out of the condition we're in today? If we was to sum it up, the best solution would be for us to be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. I'm gonna let y'all think about that. What is the best solution that can get our people out of the condition we're in today? So I'm gonna open this up because I want Muna to speak. What do you think is the best solution that can get our people out of the condition we're in today?
So you're just saying like one thing?
Anything you wanted in general, like what if you was a spokesperson for us, what would be the best solution that can get our people out of the condition we're in today?
I guess speaking from my experience, I'm stuck between saying taking care of your mind as far as how you think and even questioning your own thought process, that and nutrition. Like really looking into what you're putting in your body because for me, both of those things opened up the bigger picture of everything, because when you lead with curiosity with those, like nutrition, for example, it's like when you really, nutrition is like what I put in my body, and when you keep questioning yourself to learn about what is in our food, it opens up to what other processes are going on, like in society, and it also teaches you the way that you're being controlled when you look into your food process. So I'm not sure, like between the mind and the body, as far as nutrition, those two things. And the way I really like the fact that you said to be part of the solution because me, the way I do that is to show how I've done it to other people, and particularly an example, my little niece, I'm living with my brother now, so I just see how, and I'm proud of the fact that my brother is like feeding her nutritional food, like teaching her how to eat plants and things like that, although he's not. And so I'm contributing to that by like now I'm trying to introduce her to teas and herbs. So like doing the research, okay, let's research on how, and the girls, they love it. When they eat the fruits, they go crazy, they go nuts. Like they choose veggies. So I like the fact that you kind of pointed out like to be part of the solution. So I think for me, I'll go with food. What we put in our body is the one thing that if we can learn as a people, can open us up to so much more things to understand about ourselves. And that does go into the mental because what you eat does affect how you think. Sometimes what we're eating is what's blocking you to even have the ability to think clearly. So I think probably we'll go with food for that because that is like a natural thing that we all need. We all need the right food in our system to make it work mentally and physically. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Every disease has an emotional component. Emotions means energy and motion. We are electrical beings, that's why we need electrical foods. And I feel like at this point in time, when we talk about solutions, a lot of people like to see solutions. I didn't get up here just to preach to y'all. I want to show some stuff as well. The sister was talk about herbs. So I think a really important thing we need to do is everyone needs to work on their own herb cabinet, right? Herbs such as the wild yam root for the female brain, herbs such as the red clover blossom. We got the cat's claw for viruses and parasitics. This is a replacement for antibiotics. We got the marshmallow root. Clean your whole lymphatic system out if you do a 16-hour dry fast. Indian sarsaparilla. Very, very good for stage 4 cancer, HIV. Opens the heart up and cleans the blood and sends a lot of blood and oxygen flowing throughout the whole entire body. We got our hibiscus tea from Egypt. This comes from Egypt. Lowers the blood pressure, lowers the blood sugar, full of melatonin. Got the dandelion root, the yellow dot. These are the herbs that Dr. Sabi was talking about. I remember when Dr. Sabi fell on his knees, he said he took a specific herb. And that specific herb was called sea moss. And he said mix the bladderwrack with it. So what I usually do, I grab my blender, get my crystal geyser spring water, get my copper cup. Let's slow down on the benefits of these copper cups. Why do I have a copper cup? This copper cup is amazing. I want to show y'all some benefits of it real quick. Take it over here, grab my other phone. Benefits of the copper cup. Because what we're going to do, I don't know if anybody ever seen this before, but a lot of people has stopped drinking milk. And I want to give a big thanks for all the people that stopped drinking milk because this is why a lot of our people have bronchitis, arthritis, all type of itis is up in their upper respiratory. Some people would say throat chakra. Some people would say throat temple. Some people will say throat vortex, right? But it's all the same thing and just pretty much represents your inner body. So once we're working on the nervous system, once we're working on the throat or the upper respiratory, you always want to keep it nice. You always want to incorporate certain things. So what I'm going to do is look up benefits of copper cup, just drinking from a copper cup alone. So here we have, all right. So it kills bacteria. Now what do I mean by bacteria? We have flute worms, tapeworms, and pinworms. Herpes is a hemith worm. We have all different types of parasites that grow in our body, and it grows in the mucosal membrane, which is the gut. That's why I tell anybody that wants to join the health club program to go through a gut cleanse. Cleanse the gut because this is where the parasites live, and they attach themselves to your lymphatical immunological system. So this kills bacteria, stimulates the brain, regulates the functioning of the thyroid gland, soothes arthritis pain, boosts skin health, slows down aging, improves digestion, get rid of anemia. How many people do we know have sickle cell anemia or iron deficient? Right? Lowers the risk of cancer and heart disease. These are two major illnesses with our people. Cancer, heart disease, diabetes. 18 million of us have diabetes. So what can we do when we first wake up to make a healthy snack that we can get on, eliminate cancerous cells, lowers the blood pressure, lowers the blood sugar, also increase our energy, right? Sexual function, vision. I'm talking about when you're studying for the nervous system. I'm talking about anything you got going on. So what we're going to do is put this thing to the test. What I'm going to do, and a lot of people might ask me, what kind of sweetener are you going to use for it? Because hemp seeds are very bitter. Sea moss is very bitter. But guess what? These hemith worms, tapeworms, the lute worms, and pinworms, they do not like bitter stuff. Notice that most of our people are fond with eating sugar. Sugar is a neurotoxin drug that's been banned from Singapore. Every holiday that you think about is associated with sugar. Like Halloween is treating your children with sugar diabetes. Your birthday is a cake with sugar. Let's say it's Valentine's Day and I want to get y'all a couple roses and get y'all a heart with some sugar in it, some candied sugar, right? Every holiday from Easter, land bunny rabbit sugar eggs. Every holiday is associated with sugar. Sugar weakens your pancreas. Sugar weakens your nervous system. Sugar weakens your vision, right? So we need to see. This is how they're keeping us down because they put sugar in our bodies, protein in our bodies, all different types of complex proteins. That's really bad for our bodies. So how do I make a healthy milk, right? First thing we're going to do is grab our hemp seeds. These are the organic hemp seeds, all right? Go ahead and dump a little bit in here. I usually don't measure.
Just pour it.
I just pour it in, you know.
Okay, so
some people do a half a cup. Go ahead.
That's a question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you mentioned to cleanse the gut. I was wondering, is it possible to kind of keep the gut healthy and cleanse on the daily while you kind of sometimes eat unhealthy things, or does it have to be cleansing the gut? Does it have to be like a one-time focus on that cleansing?
The whole purpose of this cleansing is if you get sick, you should know what to do.
Okay.
Like when people go through my amino acid program, therapeutic package program, if somehow you throw up or you get sick, that's your body releasing toxins. It's called the crisis while healing. When you're throwing up and you're going to the bathroom constantly and you're peeing, all it's doing is filtering your kidneys. Every time you pee in a glass cup, you want to do is you want to check it the next day. And if you see white sediment floating around in this glass cup, that means your kidneys are filtrating properly. As long as you see that white, and guess what the white sediment is in your pee? Yeast, fungus, candida, tumors, fibroid, cysts. All that white stuff is the toxins leaving your body. So to answer your question, mucosal membrane just simply means the gut. This is where the parasites live. I'm gonna prove today that eczema is herpes. There's 13 stages of herpes. I'll repeat this again. It's 13 stages of herpes. All herpes is a glycoprotein. All HIV is a glycoprotein. All cancer is a candida and a glycoprotein. Every virus and disease known to man is a protein. Now, how can I prove this? A lot of people take protein shakes from GMC. They grab the protein powder. What if I could prove to you that protein is the main thing killing us? Complex amino acids. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on my Google. I'm gonna type in coronavirus schematic. This is the coronavirus schematic. When you look around this, I don't know if y'all can see this, but what do you notice around this schematic? What do you see around the coronavirus cell?
Protein.
Yeah.
Spike protein, envelope protein, nucleopsid protein, and membrane glycoprotein. So how do I depopulate a race? When you first wake up, what you think about? Eggs, protein, sausages, protein, pancakes, protein. Then you go right to the store and get that orange juice. That orange juice is full of absorbic acid that robs your body from vitamin C. It's not giving you vitamin C, it's robbing your body from vitamin C. That's what phytic acid does, oxalic acid, folic acid, absorbic acid. Even the oatmeal that you eat is full of phytic acid, right? Causes kidney stones. So, Miss Muna, dealing with this question you had, I want to make sure I answer your question.
Yeah, so the question was just like, I guess, as far as cleansing the gut, there's different ways to do it as far as the frequency, right? It could be one time, like a full focus on it, or you just kind of maintain a diet that supports it in a way, even though you may slip up.
I do a cleanse like every 2 months.
Okay.
Every 2 months I do a cleanse because no matter what we do, it's still going to be some type of fluke worm that's going to enter our body. The reason why I'm saying this is because they're spraying so many herbicides. It's an herbicide called astrogene, right? It's inside of your blunt papers when you smoke your ganja. It's inside of all the cornfields, right? It's inside of all GMO foods. This herbicide called astrogene affects your hypothalamus gland that's right above your pineal gland. So the hypothalamus gland is like the God gland. That's above the pineal gland. A lot of people talk about the universe, but I'm going to talk about the innerverse. In your mind, you have something called a pineal. Above that, it's a hypothalamus gland. This hypothalamus gland controls everything. So how I want to control these people. Let me give them a vaccine that's full of what? Proteins. AIDS was created by the blood of a monkey, the proteins from a chimpanzee's kidneys, and rat's blood. They put all this together and created AIDS. Now, how would I know that this is true? It's a man by the name of Robert Gallo. Robert Gallo is the one that created AIDS. Anytime you're tracing a coronavirus, you want to trace back where AIDS came from. So if you simply look up Robert Gallo, you're going to see what type of dude he is. You're going to see all the chemicals they put together to create this thing called AIDS. There's no difference between AIDS and HIV. They're all glycoproteins. It's all candida. Imagine a woman getting a urinary tract infection. The first thing the doctor does is give you an antibiotic pill. Anti means against, bio means life. This antibiotic pill goes in your cells and destroys it, and it creates abnormal cells. Then you feel bumps under your arm, which is boils, which is where your lymph nodes at. Then they give you a penicillin. Then your arm falls out. They give you amoxicillin. All these cylinders is on a 3.5 pH scale, enough to burn a hole through your stomach. So you can't feed acid with acid. Dr. Sebi said no disease can live in an alkaline body. Every disease is based off of mucus. So we all need to do a parasite cleanse every 2 months. That's how I would say it.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, can y'all give me some examples of what would be a good way to do a parasite cleanse? How do y'all do it?
Good question.
Maybe juicing?
You do a fast, like a water fast, or do you need certain? Or I'm gonna say you need certain things to help out, but I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Let me stop.
Oh man.
Okay. Queenie?
I think Ashanti was saying something.
Go ahead, Ashanti.
Hold on, I was saying juicing. Probably juicing.
Mhm.
This is it's like in a liquid form.
All right.
So for me back home, like where my family's from, like we do like a washout. So we drink senna pod leaves. So I don't know. That's what we would do.
All right, so dealing with a parasite cleanse, this is what we should be doing. Parsley, green onions, chives, and oregano. Parsley, green onions, chives, and oregano. This is a complete package of what you call a parasite cleanse. Notice how I mentioned oregano. Some people do oregano oil. Some people do parsley oil. These parsley, green onions, chives, and oregano. Now, how can I hype this up? Let's say if these was not hemp seeds, let's say if these was black walnuts. You got a black walnut and a green walnut. The original walnut is a hybrid and it causes a lot of health problems. You don't want to get them original walnuts. You want to do either a black walnut or a green walnut. Now, what do I mean by getting on these black walnuts? I'm going to show you how you eliminate parasites out of your body. Okay, black walnut benefits. Black walnut benefits. I'm going to look this up. So I'm gonna give you a healthy milk to drink. And then and like you said, we're going to start juicing too. Pretty much the same thing. So black walnut benefits. Okay, here we go. These are the benefits of the black walnuts. All right, here we go. So it says, boosts up digestion, improves skin health, offers healthy fat, improves metabolism, improves bone health, rich in minerals. Remember, all vitamin means is vital minerals. That's all it means. Rich in boosts healing and repair. Right, provides extra energy, growth of teeth and bones, alternative source of fiber, good source of starch, boosts nervous system. These are all the benefits I'm getting from just drinking black walnut milk. So I get the black walnuts, I pour it in the smoothie maker. I put a parsley, green onions, chives, and oregano. Now you're eliminating parasites. You're eliminating cancerous cells because you're just seeing it's good for cancer, diabetes. Like when it comes to black walnuts, the benefits goes crazy, just to be honest.
Wow.
So I'm doing cancer, diabetes, and parasite cleanse just with drinking this milk. Now let's say now I eliminated my parasites in my body. What's the next step? What's the next step after I eliminate parasites? Go ahead.
Put something good in there, I guess.
All right. So when you eliminate parasites, we got 150 trillion cells in our body. All right, our cells, they grow teeth, they take a poop, and they eat, just like we eat. So when these parasites enter your mucosal membrane, which is your gut, they like to eat too. Guess what they like to eat off of? Nickel, zirconium, and chromium, and them earrings people be wearing. Cubic tone earrings, right? Now to be honest with you, if you are healing somebody, you cannot wear any fake jewelry, and you cannot wear them cubic earrings. I'm going to show you why. Because your skin is your biggest organ on your body. Everybody knows this. So what happens is everything you put in your skin, it absorbs to your bloodstream and becomes a part of your DNA. This is why I tell people to stay away from Dove soap. Dove soap goes inside of your bloodstream and attaches itself to your DNA, and it robs your body from iron. This is why so many of our people are iron deficient. So no more Dove soap, no more caressing your body with Caress, which is full of chemicals. Right? No more of this stuff. We got to get towards the natural stuff. So what are we talking about? Black walnuts, parsley, green onions, chives, and oregano, crystal geyser spring water. You start it up, it's going to be a milk. Now I'm going to wait 2 hours to an hour because now I'm eliminating the parasites. So what's the next step? I need to get a phytonutrient. Now with this blend, you can also put blueberries and strawberries in it. Because